when I went to my first sheriff's conference. Some of you in this room maybe weren't even born then. But one of the major issues facing the sheriffs in 1977 was liability insurance, health insurance, auto insurance, and frankly, the liability, the way we were handling that then, those who handled the liability insurance, they would not litigate. I mean, they would settle. So you could have a deputy literally get sued or a sheriff for excessive use of force, and they would settle the case and not even consult with the sheriff. It angered the sheriff, it angered me. I had a lawsuit. The guy said we blinded him while he was in the jail. He's in prison as we speak. He came back many, many times. But long story short, they gave him $5,000 to litigate. We did nothing. So treated him total humanity. So those kind of things were happening in 1977, if you can imagine. When I went to the first conference, it was the buzz. It was what all the sheriffs were mad about. And I was mad about it too. So they asked me to serve on the, I was appointed to, find a solution. And we did that. Risk pools. And pools are very common now around the United States. For example, the county commissioners have a risk pool. The cities have a risk pool. Or the sheriffs have a risk pool. I think the city of Miami has a risk pool. It's a way of pooling money to handle, to help our members have insurance. We settled some pretty big lawsuits. For example, we settled that $2.5 million lawsuit on the boot camp case there in Bay County. The sheriff got sued, the state got sued, and they got $5 million out of that case. The reinsurance in our case, we have reinsurance on top of the first layer of insurance, and then the reinsurance out of Lloyd's of London, pays for the top. So we probably paid $1 million of that, and then Lloyd's paid $1.5 million, I forget. And then the state, they had what they call a local bill, which is state taxpayers' pocket. So in any case, I'm the only almost living founding member of the Florida Sheriff Self-Insurance risk pools. We formed the auto pool, and then we formed the workers' comp pool, and now when you combine all of those pools, it's literally hundreds of millions of dollars that's involved. To make sure that our deputies, we got 40,000, 50,000 deputies, have insurance and representation. And we do a lot of training, a lot of risk management. I have had the privilege, for example, going to London for the past 15, 20 years. I've been chairman for 20 years. Buy reinsurance so that we protect our pools, so we don't have one catastrophic claim that would hurt the pool. So I've gained a lot of knowledge from having that opportunity. And what we did about a year ago, maybe a little longer, was we decided, however, just like we're right here, we're accredited. Our county jail and our law enforcement is accredited. If any of you have ever been through an accreditation process, you know that it's difficult because you got somebody coming from the outside to look at you. A lot of times they'll say, well, you're doing that wrong. You need to do it differently. Well, we hired a consultant out of Atlanta to look at our risk management policy, procedure, and third-party administrator, all to take a look at our whole operation. We hadn't had a operational audit in a number of years. We had one prior to that, it was like 15 years or maybe longer, 20 years prior to that. So, you know, we got to thinking it's time to do an operational audit. Out of that operational audit were about 20 findings. Some of them were, you know, form a claims committee with sheriffs. Some of them were form an underwriting committee. Some of them were simple to do, but they involved getting the sheriffs involved, so that we were actually in control of our own destiny. And that was a strong message from the consultant that did that operational audit. And one of the other things that came out of it was that we should hire an executive director. Nothing that we frankly had ever thought of. But now, and she also said that we should begin to become active in AGRIP, which is the Association of Government Risk Pools, which is a national association. I attended one of their meetings, and I got to meet, you know, other, listen to other pools talk about what they do around the nation and compare, and that was one of the findings. So I did that as chairman. And one of the other findings, of course, was that we hired an executive director. I found out that many of the executive directors of other pools around the nation came from the board. Boards would start off small, have to hire a third-party administrator, and then when they got bigger, they wanted to have the control of their own executive director. We have done quite well with that one, but it looks like it would enhance our members. So the board voted to hire an executive director. There's 3 boards, and there's always 7 sheriffs on each board. Not always the same sheriff, but a lot of times it is. I'm not the chairman of all of the boards. I'm chairman of 2. But anyway, they voted to hire an executive director. And it was a national search. We had about 700 hits on a website. Frankly, a lot of them apparently said, I don't want to move to Tallahassee. I like Tallahassee, but yes, in that world, it's, for whatever reason, they were already ED somewhere else. And it turned out that there were 7 applicants. Those 7 were screened down to 4. I was one of the 4 selected. And then I was recommended. And then last week, the sheriff voted to hire me as their executive director. The first executive director in the history of these funds, and they're 32 years old. So I feel very honored that they selected me. It also went to the general membership. It just goes to these 10 sheriffs. It went to 62 sheriffs that were present. It was unanimous. So I'm very proud of it. My peers would have that much confidence in me. So, you know, I've decided to take that job. Immediately after I was selected and full membership. I didn't get to be in the room, you know. It was a little bit scary and painful, but somebody finally comes out and tells you, you know, they like you. But not like waiting on Soft Choppy to come in. Got elected. He called every sheriff in the state of Florida. I called him and he called me back. And I said, I need to see you. And he said, where are you? I said, Daytona Beach. He said, well, I'm on my way to Daytona Beach. I said, well, good, I need to see you. And he graciously gave me and my wife 20 minutes. We met with him and his wife. And stepping down. This is the part I have a little trouble with because, you know, it was all about making sure that I had a good, successful use. I asked him to appoint Bonnie Crum to be my chief deputy. He's been with me 35 years. He was with FDLE for 3 years. So he started before I did. He actually started with Sheriff Taft. He was a dispatcher and ambulance driver. He'd probably make a lot better sheriff than I've been. And that's how strongly I feel about asking the governor to appoint him. And he, you know, of course, it's the governor's decision, and the governor's obviously want to talk, you know, flesh this out. But I feel like that he understands that we got 170 employees here. Chief Crum does not intend to seek this office as a political candidate. Probably many that will. And I want to be here in 35 years when I get that guy to say he made 35 years. Anyway, so that's where we are. The unique position is very challenging. It's you know, it's something that I feel very passionate about it. Same way I do this department. You know, I know that it'll be in good hands, hopefully, with the governor appoints Chief Crum. I know that I can do a good job as ED for that association, and I'll still be working, you know, for Wakulla County and the whole state of Florida. You know, my home. This is my home. I've been very honored to be elected 11 times, 2 primaries and 9 general elections. One of them was a little closer than I liked. But, you know, they say that a champion wins on a bad day. That's what party gators do. They win big on a bad day. And we won that election, and I'm very proud that we won it. My wife does not want me to seek re-election. She's made it very clear that it will be painful, that there will be a divorce. So, I didn't want to spend that much money on the election. She couldn't be here today because she's, as you know, she's the biggest drug dealer in the county. She's over at CVS Pharmacy, and she couldn't leave. But, you know, what a great opportunity that these friends. You know, I tell you, I look back, I could tell some stories. I want to write a book. I'm waiting on some of you to die. Especially Walt Dixon. You know, I'm sure there may be some questions that press representatives. Does anybody have a question?
This is from your wife.
Oh, wife. Thank you. Thank you all for your coming.